Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's the NFC Championship game. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Zach Wilson and the Philadelphia Eagles.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Wentz now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On 2nd and 2, Wentz toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Romeo Okwara in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. First down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Throwing on first is Wentz. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Now a give to Madison, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing is Wentz. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
The Falcons send out their punter. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken at about the 14. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Wentz to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this returnable for Hill. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Andy Isabella, 50 yards. And the Eagles continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 21-3 is your score after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Johnson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
After the sack on 1st down, Wentz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team, keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership.
There he goes, right side.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half.
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Here's Hill on the return. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Now he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup there on the scramble.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchup. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to roll. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drives 7 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweat.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a third and long showing up, and you just know. Defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
On third down, they run with Madison. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on fourth down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. It's caught. Smith. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 55 yards. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 30 on second down, Wentz throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wentz going to throw. And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Wentz. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. Strong running at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run with Madison. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Wentz. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Philly. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Wilson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Wentz. This goes out wide from Madison. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Wentz again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Nick Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And now off to the races down the right side. 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Wentz to try again after the pick-6. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 103 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. They run with Hines. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 27, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Gets this one to Hill. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll try to run this one in. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this 4th quarter.
Wentz now on 1st down. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz.
He'll get this underneath to Madison.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks.